Epi 70.
Epi 70.
Are we gonna do a performance today?
Do you have anything? I don't really have any.
Maybe I came on too strong.
Oh, what song is that?
I'm kind of doing an opera version.
Yeah.
Maybe I waited too long.
It feels like kind of like a
Maybe I played my cards wrong.
It feels like I'm listening to it at church.
Just a little bit wrong. I mean, if I could fall, don't call me baby. It's a Dive by Ed. It's actually not that.
Yeah,
big
that's
song,
the song. Yeah.
But yeah, we got Epi 70.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I had to honk at somebody on the way here, and I've been thinking about it ever since.
That's sick and wrong, man.
I know, but dude, it was like a line of cars. I was second in line, and the guy just wasn't seeing green.
But sometimes they don't see green. Like I'll do anything in my power to just get around them.
I know, dude.
Get around this.
But
guy.
it was a one-way thing. I couldn't, and it had been like 10 seconds, and people behind me were starting to honk.
Well, yeah, that's where you're like, it's not me.
Yeah, and I just really tapped on the horn, like really light. But our Tesla horns are loud. I like never honk, so I didn't know those things are freaking loud, and it sucked. I'm sorry that I had to honk at you, brother. It was just. I had to keep the line fucking moving.
You have to, and if that guy's watching, I mean, listen, my brother did not mean it, and it wasn't an aggressive honk. I promise.
No. I wanted to like pull up next to him and almost give him a wave.
Yeah,
it wasn't like that, man.
I got you, brother.
Yeah,
you know, I'm in this with you.
Yeah, I'm just helping you out, man.
I discovered a feature of the Tesla that is really it changed my driving experience.
What is it?
Chill mode.
Explain. It sounds like chill.
Chill.
I don't know where I'm getting that from, but that sounds like chill.
I don't know where you're getting that from either, but that's the word I would use to describe it.
To describe chill mode.
And you live on chill mode for sure. Because you know how like when you punch the acceleration, you punch the gas, you're like
you zip. It's a zipping car. It zips, man.
If you put it in chill mode, you're just normal car mode.
So what? It changes the sensitivity of the pedal and shit?
Yeah, I don't know what it does, but it's just like when you
need to zip to get through yellow or something, you could still zip.
Well, your acceleration. You're not just like anytime you click it, like
it's north to
it's
south.
like
A to
oh my
B.
god,
it really is. Yeah.
Like if I was a passenger, I would want to puke.
So do you live in chill mode?
I haven't turned it off since I found it.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
Well, it's not getting turned off.
That sounds chill. That sounds like a chill
mode. It is
mode.
very chill. Very chill.
But what do we got today? We got draft of boxing matches we'd like to see. I think that's going to be awesome.
Fights we'd like to put on, and I think a couple of them we can maybe put on someday.
Yeah.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky, and then a couple news things and some cues. I wanted to do a taste test. We're going to save that for next. I'm actually not even going to tell. Let's save it until we know, or not tell them what it is. You want to kick it? I want to kick it off.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a lot of the same.
Not a lot of overlap.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, this one's obvious. This one you probably have. Poe, John Jones.
Yeah. I mean, that's I did have that. So that, I mean, God damn it.
Yeah, and I would love for that to be UFC if we could do it in the cage.
I just don't think Poe will.
You look at height weight, it's 6'2", 260 for Poe. 6'4", 250 for John Jones. John Jones has a 2-inch reach advantage, but I mean, physically, that's the fight. That's the fight to make.
Also, what Poe has is youth.
Yes, Poe does have youth.
Poe's got youth, and that's
Father Time is undefeated.
Father Time's undefeated, and you know who else is undefeated?
Poe.
John Jones.
And someone's O has got to go. That would be a crazy fight.
I mean,
someone's O has got to go.
And somebody's O would go. And I honestly, who do you? Honestly, we don't have to say who's going to win all these fights.
I can't bet against John Jones. I can't. And I know Poe's grappling. I would say if this were a wrestling match, if he turns it into that, it's Poe. But I don't know. I think John Jones striking is too good.
I think. But here's the thing: is Poe. Like John Jones gets to the ground. Like I don't think John Jones is in that much trouble. Like
John Jones. No, I know he's not. But so you think he can defend Poe's?
I just think he has better MMA skills.
John Jones.
He's the better mixed martial artist.
So you have John Jones.
I do. I got John Jones. However, he freaking wants.
I have John Jones if he gets it by triangle choke.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I think John Jones wins it.
I mean, we're in agreement. John comes out. I mean, that's a really good fight.
It's a great fight.
Take my freaking money.
Probably will never happen, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I have a lot of different directions I'm going to go. I mean, my first one is Paul versus Paul.
Dude, I want to see it. I
need to see it.
You stole that from me. I actually did have that one too.
You also literally, when we came up with the idea, that's actually the example you said.
I said Paul versus Paul. So that's probably kind of where you got that.
Stole it exactly from that phone call.
Dude, but that fight, imagine if Pereira's fighting tonight. Imagine Logan and Jake are fighting tonight.
It will happen.
Somebody wins and somebody loses. It would almost be a little sad, especially for us doing what we're doing. Like imagine it, like that's so far from it's almost sad. that would happen.
But it would be sad. They have a way different relationship than we.
They're
not
even like friends. Yeah, no,
they don't like each other. I don't think.
Yeah,
which is why it would be such an awesome fight.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Imagine being the losing brother in that.
Oh,
holy shit!
My god, it would suck.
It would be so exciting. Imagine if Jake beat Logan, it'd be kind of fine for Logan because Jake's a boxer. If Jake lost.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen.
You think it'll definitely happen?
It'll definitely happen.
I actually think it will too.
I mean, I think you got $100 million on the table.
It'd be the biggest fight by far in the history of the world.
I would pay I would go. Wherever it is, I'm going.
If it were 10 racks to be there, I'd want to be there.
Yeah.
Because that's like history.
It's just like it's the ultimate entertainment.
It's the ultimate entertainment. Oh my God, it'd be so crazy.
And you got to think they're kind of similar levels.
Because they're brothers.
Jake's probably better because he boxes more.
But it's very similar to think of us playing sports. Very similar levels.
We're going to be pretty much the same at every sport.
Like if we played 1v1 like basketball right now, it'd be a tough one to bet on. It'd be close.
Yeah.
So they'd probably be close, dude.
But here's what will happen, because this fight will happen. And when it does, we'll cut back to this.
Yeah.
Jake's gonna win.
Okay. Everyone's
in the lead up. They're gonna it's gonna get ugly.
Okay.
And they're gonna do a good job selling the fight.
And people are gonna be like, but this is just sad.
But they're gonna be like, it's sad, but I can't look away. I have to watch it.
Yeah.
And by the way, they won't be just selling the fight. They're gonna be serious.
They're gonna be serious. They're gonna kind of lean on we're selling the fight after the fact.
After the fact, that's what I'm saying. After the fact, they're gonna jump on a podcast together and be like, "We gotcha."
Kind of like the other pod. They were mean to each other.
They were mean to each other, and they were not joking.
Not joking at all.
And that's how it's gonna go. But I don't think that they're gonna be joking. And it's gonna be the best night of.
And you got Jake.
Entertainment history.
Jake by KO?
I think so.
I
think he just knocks him out.
Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
It'd be electric.
So great. Dude, and they're also the two best marketers of all time. Dude, think of how big that would be.
It would be awesome.
All right, you can snake into here too.
Yeah, I have Birkenstock versus Slide.
I like that fight a lot.
Well, it's an interesting fight because you got the loafer of new versus the loafer of old.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And, I mean, you got two guys that they still think they're the top dog. They both actually wear a belt. You know what I'm saying?
They both fully believe that they're the guy.
Exactly.
They both do wear a belt.
They both wear a belt.
And Burke has the belt.
That's what I'm saying.
So that doesn't really make sense that Slide wears a belt.
But Slide will say that.
He's
a lot like Suga Sean. He doesn't think he lost that.
Whether or not he's the champ,
exactly.
The champ.
He thinks he's the champ. I mean, again, it's styles make fights.
Yeah, he's a boring fighter.
I know, but Burke's probably the better. He's the better fighter.
And he beat Slide.
And he beat
in the
Slide.
First game. So you want to see the second fight?
Yeah, I want to see Burke versus Slide too.
Yeah,
just to clarify.
Yeah,
for the record books.
No, that'd be a great fight.
It'd be a great fight, and I think it's. I still think Slide has a chance. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, Slide's a better striker. I don't know. I think it's an interesting fight.
Right.
But it's like Slide, you did lose. You're acting like you could have won. You lost.
That's what I'm
saying. Speaking of rematches, I want to see Tootsie versus Jolly too. I want to see that one.
I just think
Tootsie won a tight decision.
I know, but Toots is like we all know Toots is not. He's not who he says he is.
Yeah, so Jolly I think wins a rematch. Toots won though, but Toots is winning, and I think it needs to be a trilogy. I think Jolly will be.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, do you think it's a trilogy?
I think Jolly wins by KO in round 2, and then it's do we even want to see this third one?
See, I kind of see it as Suga Sean versus Cheeto. We don't need to see a trilogy.
We do not. That's what it is.
It is. It's like Tootsie won, but Tootsie didn't win,
and then Jolly cooks Tootsie in round 2.
Exactly.
I do not want to see a third Cheeto Sean.
We just don't need to. Nobody needs to see that.
Unless Tootsie can work his way back up to first contender, and then I guess we'll give it Jolly Tootsie.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see in the fights after.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Number 3 for me. This one's been brewing for a while. I think it's just they can't agree on a weight. I think that's what's holding it up. It's Peanut Plankton, Mr. Peanut versus Plankton. They fucking hate each other. I don't know. I think Peanut's a little heavy, Plankton's lighter, and they can't find the middle ground. I think that's what it is.
I just feel like the weight's not a problem with these two. You know,
it's like if you want to fight, you would have fought 3 years ago, dude.
Plankton, you've been talking all this shit.
I'm almost losing inch. I'm almost like I'm done.
I am too. Because Plankton, why did you do a charity boxing match against a shrimp?
I know, and he fought a jelly bean too.
Shut up.
He fought a shrimp. He fought a jelly bean, and he fought fucking
beat the shit out of him.
And he beat up Kirby too.
Yeah,
who was 9th in the division.
Yeah, so I just don't get it. I question his desire to actually hop in a big ticket fight at this point.
So you think Mr. Peanut wants the bout? It's Plankton holding it up.
Well, Peanut doesn't really have anything else going on.
Yeah.
Peanut, I think did he fake his death a couple years back?
He did.
He's just bored. He's bored.
He's bored.
He's
it's kind of like Michael Chandler waiting on McGregor a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peanut faking your death. He is bored. He's bored.
And that's too far.
It's not funny. It's not funny at all.
It's not funny.
It's not a fucking joke.
I would love to see that fight.
I would love to see it. Let's just make it happen. Yeah.
Let's get that over the goal line, guys. Do you snake or you just snaked?
I think I just snaked because I did. Yeah, I snaked.
This is one where I've been looking. This is the example I'm using, but there's, a lot of different examples that I could have used. I got LeBron versus Skip Bayless. Just like that. When I need like the
guys that hate each other to just physically just.
No, but I needed to just like LeBron would kill Skip Bayless.
Yeah,
but Skip Bayless
like kill him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I want to see it like once, just like
a guy that would kill the other guy.
Just like how would all these athletes got to deal with like just dudes that have no athletic background or anything, and they're just like talking shit about them.
KD versus Stephen A.
Yes, I wanted to see one like just let him just like beat the fuck out of them one time.
Yeah, and just put them in their place.
And then it would just be like, okay, we that is what happened if they actually.
And by the way, this is where we're at. So now you can keep yapping.
And they're not. We're never gonna happen. This isn't gonna happen again.
No,
you know what I'm saying. But we just see what would happen if we put
like,
LeBron. If we just let LeBron and Skip work it out the way they want.
A 19-second KO.
Just like it would just be violent.
Yeah.
And I want to see it once.
I bet like the NBA guys would love that. Just one,
dude.
Just one.
How annoyed would you be if you're LeBron James and Skip just like
is like talking shit?
He's just like he's not great.
Like shut up.
I think there was a year. I forget who he said was better than LeBron, but it was.
He's got some takes like that where he could have said like maybe he said I don't know. Maybe he said like Ben Simmons is going to be better than LeBron.
Oh, well, that for sure. But I think it was like, remember like Bonner? I think he said Bonner was better than LeBron or something.
On the shooting big man, like redhead guy.
He was like the 8th man on the Spurs.
Like he's a better player.
He's like he's a better player than LeBron James. Like I would rather Bonner on my team than LeBron.
That's just maybe he's just going for clicks. That doesn't even make sense.
I think he believes it. I think he just is like delusional. I don't know what the deal is there, but I would love to see that happen. I also kind of in the same vein, Kendrick versus Drake.
Oh, I'd love to see that. Drake would just beat the shit out of Kendrick.
That could be a $500 million fight.
Yeah.
Who's not tuning into that?
They got to find a weight. I think Drake's got to come down. Kendrick's got to go up a lot.
I guess. Does that even like Kendrick gonna just have to be like fat as like
to get up there? It's not really.
How much do you think Drake weighs?
Drake's like a big dude, probably
220.
220. Kendrick's probably like 140, literally.
So they can meet at 180.
Meet at 180.
So that they could do it. Kendrick could put on 40.
Kendrick could bulk up. Yeah.
And Drake could just be really skinny.
Yeah.
That's not even that skinny. What is he like? 6 foot, 6'1"?
I think he's like 6'2" in the right shoe.
Right. So
probably 6'1". It's probably
6'1", 180. It's just like kind of the normal guy.
Yeah, that's not too skinny.
We can make this happen.
Yeah.
We can make this happen.
What fight do you think sells more? Drake, Kendrick, or Logan, Drake?
Drake, Kendrick.
You think?
100%.
Yeah, that's more global. Which one would you rather see? I think I'd still maybe rather see
I would much rather see Drake. Dude, imagine Drake walking out like he's
oh my God.
Like he's about to hop in the ring.
Oh my God. Dude, I'm sure Drake would love to do that.
I think he would do it.
Yeah. I would. Kendrick wouldn't, obviously.
Or maybe they both wouldn't. Because it's just so much to lose. Imagine getting knocked out by the other guy.
I feel like if Drake got the contract in front of him, he's doing it.
Well, I do think Drake is just physically a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's a good fight. Drake, J. Cole would be the better bout. That'd be a good bout.
That would be a good bout.
I'd probably take Cole in that one. He seems like the best athlete of the three.
Dude, I'm seeing things about the off season or what? No, what is it called? The fall off. Good. And by that I mean one person on a podcast said it's the best thing he's ever heard, but I can't wait to fucking hear it.
Is there like a guy that got to hear it ahead of time?
It was Trey the Truth,
and he got to hear it.
He was like on the like might delete this,
and he said it's the best thing ever.
He's like everybody better stop talking about him because he's coming on this one. Whoa, pause.
I'd like to hear that. Yeah, but pause.
He's coming on this one.
Pause. Yeah, but I'd love to see. I'd love to hear that.
I can't wait.
What are we, number 4 here for me? With my 4th pick, I would like to see. I mean, this is another one where it's almost sad, but they're like the same weight, same height, same reach. I would love to see Buzz Woody. I would love, dude. I couldn't look away from that shit.
Yeah, I would sell. I would. I mean, like, who are we kidding? We'd tune in.
We would tune in.
We'd absolutely tune in.
Buzz is like Drake. Woody is Kendrick.
Yeah.
I think people would be like, oh, Woody, we want Woody. And then I think Buzz would just.
I think Buzz would beat his ass.
I think Buzz round 4 KO.
And I do think it's
from a body shot, a liver shot to Woody.
Yeah. Like a Ryan Garcia.
Javante, tag. And then Woody takes a knee.
Yeah. I would like to just, by the way, see a rematch of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one I do want to see happen.
If Ryan just comes back and like gets maybe a tune-up, beats somebody, I would love to see it again.
Can we not just? Are we, is he not going to fight Haney? Or what's? I mean,
that needs to be. That's a great rematch.
He beat Haney.
I know, and I feel like.
I think he cheated, but that's fine.
But I also think, it's
whatever.
It's not a good look for Haney. Yeah, so I think he probably fights him, and then if he beats Devin Haney, maybe he fights Tank again.
Yeah, I think
I've heard people are actually scared to fight Tank, and that's why like he can't get a fight because like Shakur doesn't want to fight him
because he's gonna fucking hurt.
Because he's too good, and it's gonna hurt.
Hurts bad when this guy
hit
punches me in the fucking stomach.
Yeah,
dude,
that's why I wouldn't fight Pereira.
Would you rather take a punch to the face or the punch to the stomach? Like a really as hard as it gets.
I mean. As somebody who hasn't taken a punch like that, I'm gonna say stomach, but I bet boxers would be like, you'd rather take it to the face.
I think
it probably doesn't hurt.
I would rather face. I think face, you get knocked out and you're just you're out cold. Like if fucking Tank punch you in the face or
out cold.
Yeah,
and then you're like on the canvas like this, and you do like the thing.
Yeah,
and then you wake up. And then you probably have a headache, and that's it.
And but I think punch to the stomach is like
you're vomiting.
Oh my god! And you're not. I don't think you don't get knocked out. You're just like, oh. You're feeling it. You're feeling every part of it.
Dude,
you know?
Did you see Colby Covington choke out Pump?
Low Pump?
Yeah.
No.
Not cool. Not. I gotta throw. We'll throw this on the screen.
Let's time out.
Time out. Let me get this up. Maybe this is not real. So look. So he's tapping right now.
Hey man, he's tapping.
Is this fake?
Oh my god.
This is not even funny.
He's dead.
Is this fake?
No, I think that's...
And then he just passes out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's not how that works, you know? I think when somebody taps...
I think he was tapping. I think
somebody taps, I think you have to stop.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I think Colby Covington killed Lil Pump.
No, Lil Pump's fine, but like, what the
He looked like he was about to get killed by a choke from Covington.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
Covington choked Lil Pump out to death. So that's cool.
No, he lived, but
barely.
Really, like, what an asshole.
Yeah,
man.
that would be one thing that I'd be really bothered by. If somebody did that to me, I would never hang out with him.
I'd be like, I didn't like it when you did that. That wasn't cool.
I hung out with Colby Covington and he choked me out.
He was good, and it was fun until then.
Yeah, I bet they were hanging out, having a blast, and then that is something that I'll never hang out with you again for.
And why? Because he
choked me out.
Yeah,
didn't
he made me
like
pass
that.
out. Yeah.
F that man.
F that guy. All right. Do I snake into 5? All right. So Buzz Woody. I mean, that would be a good fight. So we have Peanut Plankton, Buzz Woody. Yeah, a snake into 5, right?
Yeah.
I'll go Thing 1 versus Thing 2.
Mm-hmm.
Same build, same strength, same speed.
Yeah,
same
speed. I don't know about same speed.
I mean, they're twins, and they were
raised. Thing 2 is
Thing 2 is quicker, probably.
Way quicker.
But Thing 1 is a little bit like a little taller.
Yeah, I know. I think they both have ability that the other doesn't. I think.
So you have Thing 2 just because it's quicker.
I don't think Thing 1 has seen that kind of speed.
That's true.
I know Thing 1 was in there with Grinch at one point.
You don't think
looked good.
Looked really good.
Looked really sharp.
Yeah.
But I just think
Grinch has lost 3 out of his last 4.
Exactly. I think Thing 2 is fucking quick, man.
Thing 2 is what?
Speed that you've never seen before.
2 losses.
Yeah.
I think Thing 2 has.
But because he went up a weight class. He was in lightweight.
And he lost to Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Yeah. in lightweight. But you got Thing 2. I mean, that would be a sick fight.
That would be sick. No, that'd be. I would watch that fight for sure.
It'd be a sweet fight, striking match.
Yeah, my final fight is just Sun versus Moon.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean
that'd be crazy, man.
That's one of those where it's like the storyline is really gonna carry this fight. Neither of them has that much experience.
No,
in the ring.
That would be sick. I would root for Moon. Moon's cool, man.
Moon's cool as hell. I do think Sun probably takes it for me.
Mm.
I just think Sun's bigger. Sun's just gonna kind of. He's just gonna
bully him around
smother
the
him.
ring.
Yeah, he's gonna smother him a little bit.
Sun is longer. I feel like.
Yeah, 100%.
He's got more length.
But that's it. Anyway, that's a fight I would love to see.
I would love to see.
Love to put that one on.
Sun versus Moon. Should we get into what do we got? News.
News.
So yeah, Pereira's fighting tonight. That's the first thing. It's gonna happen in like
prediction.
2-3 hours.
Pereira first round.
You got first round
Knockout.
Like I got
he does
Pereira
every time.
Yeah. Also, this guy Crabtree.
Michael Crabtree.
Something Crabtree. And he's like not even a top 5 in the division. I think he's maybe fifth, but he's on a little win streak. But this seems like just a classic. Like Pereira's just better and gonna win.
How do the like pay-per-views work, you think?
I think if you're a title fight, you get a percent.
So he's just getting a bag every time.
Yes, but you don't.
Sick.
But you don't get them unless you're. And correct me if I'm wrong, UFC guys. I think it's if it's like if you hold the belt or if it's a title fight, one of those two. It might just be if you have. I don't know, but it's something like the higher up guys get it, but not everybody gets it.
I mean, like that. It makes sense that he's fighting all the time. Just get a bag, get a bag,
Getting huge
and you're
bags.
just winning every time.
Also, if you think about it, he's like 38, so that makes sense too. It's like you're not going to fight till you're like 45.
Well, you're also his last fight. I don't think he got touched, so it's like, you're not injured.
That is true. If you don't get touched, you can just keep it pushing.
Like if you don't get touched, you might as well just fight
in a month,
and that's pretty much what he's doing.
Just stay in shape. Maybe that probably is what he did. You take a little time off because you're probably tired from camp.
Yeah, you're tired, but you're.
And then maybe I've always heard like people always get like a little banged up in camp because you're like sparring.
Yeah,
but that's what he's doing. He fought 3 months ago.
Yeah,
so that's
felt like it was exactly a week ago.
Yeah, who'd he beat again? Oh my God, he beat the shit out of that guy.
The guy with the hair.
Yeah, and they stared at each other.
That was awesome. Did you? I don't know if I dreamt this. Did Sean post something of him running around and said like surgery went well?
He posted something. No, I don't think he did that.
I dreamt that.
Let's take a look. Suga
and
Sean.
He had brown hair.
Oh, I feel like I saw a video where he might have had brown hair.
It was one of those where like, I just was like, I like woke up like 5 times and I think I dreamt it. That's crazy.
Sugar Ball and Wallen. Oh, here we go. Oh, is it this?
No.
I saw this.
No,
This. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, there it is.
Surgery went great. Already feeling better. Maybe that's an old.
Yeah, it seems like an old clip. I don't think he would have dyed his hair, but it looks like he already got surgery, that's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah,
and it looks like it went well.
He's still like his comeback fight will be huge. He's got to win his next fight. Can't lose again. But then he loses again. Then if he wins 3 in a row, then it's cool again. So I don't know. Maybe you can lose again.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like in the UFC though, you can kind of lose. Like Pereira. Or did he lose in the UFC? I don't know.
He lost.
Oh, he did. He lost to Izzy.
Yeah, and this is a guy. This is coming from a guy that has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I feel like that weight division is very top heavy, and
I agree.
And there's not like he's not going to lose.
It seems like there's 3 or 4 guys.
Exactly. So like when he comes back, if he fights the 6th ranked guy.
Oh, you're talking Sean. I was thinking Pereira. Yeah, it's like who's he gonna like? He's better than Cheeto, and Cheeto's like 8.
Like, but if he's not going to fight. He's not going to just get a title fight again.
I agree.
So I don't even know. I don't know. I just don't see him lose.
Who is it? It's like Jan is good, kind of.
But I think he wins one and then gets a title fight again.
And then gets title.
Just probably a rematch.
Merab again, unless the other guy wins.
What's it?
Nurmagomedov. He's another Khabib guy.
That's a guy. I think
that guy looks really.
I think he's the best.
Yeah, he probably is.
Do you ever see that they were blind ranking like people they would want to fight, and everybody was like,
they don't want to fight him.
Like I think they asked Cheeto, and he said like 10. Like I don't like.
It seems like Merab is just very clearly trying to avoid it too. He like wants the rematch, and then he like wants to fight another guy.
I saw something that, and this does feel like what happened. Like Merab just like talked so much and did such a good job. Sean never wanted to fight him, and he just talked him into it. And like the whole camp, he was like, "I don't feel like fighting this guy."
Oh, really?
So not like it wasn't like what he said, but like that's what forget who it was breaking it down. It was like one of the MMA guys. He was just like it seems like he just did not want to fight him. Like but he wasn't enthused. He was not enthusiastic about that fight.
Right. He wasn't. Yeah.
It seemed like it.
It seemed like it
like fucking this guy is just like I don't want to fight.
And he
him.
Did the thing, and he did the wrestle thing, and it's like he's gonna kind of win.
It's boring. Nobody likes you.
Yeah. I mean that's exactly how it seemed.
To this day, nobody's a Merab fan, so that's
nobody. I mean, I'm sure you just saw this. Vandy just beat Bama.
I learned about that from Rudy's post.
I was gonna text Rudy about it.
He seemed
the headline was hilarious. It was like Vandy. Let me see if I have it. It's gone now, but ESPN. I got a note. It was like Vandy beats Bama to improve to 1-60 and they're all time top 5 or something. It like literally said to improve.
It's not a terrible record.
Yeah, they win some, they lose some.
That's what I was gonna say. Like sometimes they win,
sometimes they lose. But yeah, I mean that's crazy. I feel like in football those upsets are crazy because it's like in football especially, it's like sometimes they're bigger and faster and you just can't beat them because they're bigger and fast. Like in college basketball, it's different. Like teams beat teams.
Especially now though, it's very different. Where Vandy might have some funding, but like now, like
oh yeah, true.
Like the QBs are getting $5 million a year.
They just pay for it.
Yeah,
and if you have the money, you pay for them, and so they're good.
Yeah, so it's like your team has like a salary.
Yeah,
so you have no chance if you're like fucking who's just like a small school.
Vandy.
But Vandy might have some like funding. Cause
yeah,
like,
it
seems like they're not.
If you're like Dayton,
you have no chance.
You're never gonna win.
0% chance.
Never. If you're Duquesne,
shout out to Duquesne.
Went there for a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. So they just won. I mean, that's insane.
Congrats,
I don't know
guys.
anything about the game, but they won. Good job, Vandy.
Great win. I'm actually kind of pissed. That kid, that 17-year-old is my favorite player. I'm jumping on the bandwagon. Yeah. 17. He's fucking.
17 is crazy. Dude.
He's sick, dude.
17 is insane.
He's insane.
Here's a question: would you consider Giannis a vet or a young guy still? I saw like a TikTok about
big
this.
Time vet.
Okay.
Old vet.
They were like asking all the guys in the Bucks. He's 29, and
what would you consider him?
A vet. And I think like everyone just kind of said vet.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because he came into the league at like 17 or 18.
Dude, did you see Wemby put on 30 pounds?
That's scary, man.
It's kind of like still looks exactly the same, but when if we do this for 2 more summers, we're fucked.
Because if he keeps gaining, you're saying?
Yeah, if he goes up
a hundo,
dude. I mean,
didn't KD kind of do that too?
KD never did it, but Giannis did it.
So he didn't get any bigger. KD wasn't skinnier when he.
I think KD got skinnier.
You know, did that with Steph got bigger.
Steph
is like kind of jacked.
Steph is. I don't know like where the narrative came from that he's small. He's 6'3" and jacked. And he's never been small.
I think in college he was, but he was skinny.
I guess a little skinny, but
I think he was skinnier than most 6'3" guys in college.
But like he's never been like a tiny guy. Like for some reason they're always like he's undersized.
Like he's 5'11". Like he's Cliff Paul kind of.
Cliff Paul is undersized.
Cliff Paul is undersized.
Yeah.
Cliff Paul is 6.
Steph is a regular sized NBA player.
He is, dude.
He's like Jamal. They're like the same size.
6'3" point guard.
Yeah, dude. He's actually
Dame
kind of
Lillard.
big.
He's taller than Dame.
Dame's a little small.
Yeah.
Whatever. I never understood that.
But yeah, that's all the news I got. So,
all right, let's get into some cues.
We got Samaron here from Instagram. He said, "How many ads for asparagus would you have to see before notifying the authorities?" So, how many advertisements for asparagus?
It would have to be a shit ton of ads.
I mean, have you ever called the cops like on something? Not really. So
I don't know that I've ever called the cops.
Me neither. So how many ads?
Yeah.
So it's got to be billboards. It'd probably have to be like our pod guy comes in. He's like, hey, like
he's holding an
asparagus ad. I'd have to go home. Sarah shows me like an asparagus poster. And then when I'm going to bed, she's like, asparagus, it's got to be everybody.
It's got to be a lot of paid promo. It's got to be your whole feed. You don't get anything on your feed except for asparagus. Just asparagus this, asparagus that.
And then the actual content is asparagus content.
It's asparagus content, and even if you get like say you get a video of you get a Theo Von clip.
He's talking about asparagus. Mr. Beast.
It's an undisclosed ad.
I survived 60 days only eating asparagus.
Yes, and this is paid for by asparagus. The debate's going on. They're just discussing asparagus.
And you walk out to your car. It's got asparagus on this. It's got decorated in asparagus.
Mm-hmm. It's got a little note that says, "Does your car smell like asparagus?"
Yeah, and it's got to be a month of that. Then I call the cops.
Yes, I would say, I would actually lower it to a week. If it's a week of that.
But do you call the cops or do you like go to a therapist? Like, what do you? Is
cops?
You go to the authorities.
Well, you say I think big asparagus is after me.
Okay, because you had this happen with mac and cheese, right?
Carrots.
And then when did you call the cops?
It was a longer time because it was my first time dealing with something like this.
And then it got dropped, right?
Well, it was a civil suit. So.
Got it.
But I can't even discuss it. Actually,
okay. Yeah, let's move. But, should we just be done? Yeah.
Yeah.
But your number's a week of asparagus content.
Yeah, about a week of asparagus stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do a couple weeks.
We got a start bench cut from Nate Schoeneman.
What's up, Nate?
He's got movie and soda.
Movie and soda. Okay.
beer and football,
Okay.
mixed drink and beach.
Those are really good, dude.
I don't want to cut for any of these, man. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm going to cut, or I'm going to start beer and football.
Wow.
But also, like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start with this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to cut movie soda.
I think I was going to say we can cut movie soda because you can also just watch a movie without it with the water. Or
you could watch it with the water, and also it's like I want my snacks to do most of the talking in that movie theater.
Yeah, if that were movie and Sour Patch Watermelon, that's a different conversation.
Exactly.
Movie popcorn, it's a different freaking conversation.
Movie popcorn, yeah. Movie popcorn's the duo that I'd really be upset giving up.
I'm okay with cutting movie soda. That's a good start.
Because you can even go, Danny, popcorn and dibs, and like you could almost be like make it a point that you're not having a beverage right now.
Yeah, or if you're going beverage, let's keep it real. Movie slushy.
Ooh.
Movie slurpee.
Yeah.
That's what you got to keep.
That's who we're cutting.
And I am going to start beer football. And I'm going to say beer in any sport. Beer football's got to start.
I think that's probably the right thing to say because you could play beer football anywhere.
You can. You could do it frickin' anywhere.
Listen, if we're in Denver, we can't play. We can't play a mixed drink on the beach.
Mixing and beach is sick. It's a little specialty. Like
it's a bit specialty. Yeah.
So I think that's the right.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to go.
It's the correct lineup. I got a question for you.
You have a question?
I have a question. I just thought of a question. What animal is Donkey Kong?
A gorilla.
Yes, I win. Joe said, Danny, don't read this out. Ask any question to Zach. If you get him to answer with the word gorilla, you win. I win because you said a gorilla?
Yeah, I mean, I did. That's a good.
That was fun.
That was good, man.
That was fun.
And who wrote that in?
Joe. Hey, Joe, let's do more of that. Obviously, we're going to have to switch it up because if you did it next pod,
yeah.
But let's do something like that again where maybe
Joe.
Zach has to. Yeah, question of October.
Yeah.
Question of October.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Joe.
That was fun. That was a good time.
I had a blast doing it.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
This one comes from Joey. He just said, "How many inches would your bedroom have to shrink before you start to be absolutely distraught?"
Okay.
Now I think he's talking square inches.
Yeah, the whole thing's kind of caving in a little bit.
Like maybe like if we're talking 1 inch, that means every wall comes in 1 inch. They all kind of just creep.
Yeah, and let's do that. Let's do square inches like that. I think it's going to have to cut in by like a foot.
Well,
it's just as soon as I notice it, then I'm going to be like, okay, we're going to mark this here. Let's see if we shrink an inch tomorrow. When that inch shrinks the next day, I'm distraught. So it's when am I going to notice? I think it's 1 foot. That's my answer.
And I also think we're not being Karens here. I'm not getting that distraught with my bedroom. It's just at the end of the day, like, are you going to squeeze me in my sleep?
Right. Because if you're like pissed if your bedroom shrinks 3 inches, you are being a Karen.
You're being a Karen.
Like, chill.
I'm just saying.
Bedroom shrink.
Bedrooms shrink sometimes. That's life.
Yes, that is life.
That's life, buddy.
If you can't accept that, get over it, Karen.
Yeah. Okay. But if I'm noticing that every night this guy shrinks a couple inches, I'm starting to get worried. What if this room shrinks
and squeezes you to death?
A full 36 inches on each side, and I'm squeezing.
Okay, so it's 3 feet for you.
Yeah.
Because you're good as long, like if it squeezes and your walls are like right up to your bed, you're fine as long as they don't squeeze your bed, right?
Just don't squeeze my bed, man.
Okay.
Just don't squeeze my bed. That's all I ask.
So 3 feet.
3 feet of
and then you become distraught.
Yeah. And then I would be absolutely distraught.
All right. We got another stanza from LJ Collins this week. I haven't proofread it, so hopefully we keep it clean. LJ. Give me a beat real quick, sorry. Yes. I'm the best, no doubt about it. Get off my chest, I'm feeling crowded. Brett Van Vliet, you a faker, you the bread, but I'm the baker. Your crust is hard, but you not tough. I cook the bread and bake the muff. And hey, John, your verse is trash. I got money, counting up this cash so fast, they better call me Dash. I just cook the best rappers in the game, so clutch that they ought to call me Dame. And I know you ain't ever heard my name, but soon enough, I'll be racking up that fame. Zach and Danny, you the realest, you ain't lame.
That's
LJ.
It.
That was cool. That was good.
Oh,
He dissed respectfully to the guys.
Well, and you know what I respect about that is
Van Vliet's fucking right. He's in an apartment right now. Fucking.
He's in that apartment in New York, in Toronto right now.
You better be writing some quadruple entendres, Van Vliet.
But what I like about that is, it's not every day that you see a guy coming at other stanza writers by name.
Yeah. You could tell he's in this thing.
That ain't no sneak diss. That's what I would say.
Van Vliet a John.
He's coming at you guys.
Yeah,
right?
he's not doing this. Yeah, and that's the complaint sometimes with Drake. He gets a little sneak dissy, which is cool.
Right.
It's like speaking in code.
And even a guy like Breadstick Noah, he does a lot of those like subtle jabs
that go over people's head.
Well, and it's like Van Vliet knows that was at him.
Yeah, but nobody else does.
Nobody else does, but I think that the stanza writers don't appreciate that.
Right.
And that's what I appreciate about that. He really came at him. He said, I'm going at these two.
I'm going at you. I'm going at you.
And I think that's great.
Yeah, it's a good stanza.
It's great for the sport.
We got Max here. He said, "Sup, folks. How do we feel about the allegations of SpongeBob being accused by Squidward of being a cleaning tool?" I mean, that's not cool, man. You don't say that about a guy that's made a sponge. You know he's insecure. That's like a really... And I know Squidward's like an asshole, but that's just so... You're just mean, dude.
Well, that's just... You know what? You're projecting, Squidward.
You are.
You're weirded out that you have tentacles. And
you got a huge nose, a huge ugly nose.
You know what? That's projection 101. And I hope that SpongeBob didn't even hear it. I know SpongeBob's on a mental health break from social media right now. I hope he didn't even hear that.
I hope so too, man.
Because there was
an ass squid, man. What
I know. He's an ass squid. And I think...
such an ass squid.
Because I remember in like 2020 when they were comparing, like they did the whole. It was a side by side with SpongeBob and the Scrub Daddy,
and then it would be like a woman cleaning. And it'd be like right next to SpongeBob.
How do you think that makes
fucking mean?
How do you think that makes that young sponge feel, man?
So shitty. And they did the same thing with Larry the Cucumber, and they put him next to the food cucumber,
and they put him next to the emoji and
yeah,
stuff
and you're just the cucumber.
Sick and wrong, man.
It's so fucked up.
It's not nice. It's not nice.
Dylan said, "OG Breadstick here. What would you two guess each other's names are if y'all just met?"
It's a really very good question, Dylan.
Josh.
Really? You think I'm a Josh?
I could see you as a Josh.
You
But let me.
For me,
Josh, Kyle.
Yeah, I think you're kind of like a Urkel.
Okay. So I got Josh, Kyle for you. You got Urkel. So we're just throwing around very standard.
Yeah, like
I've gotten Skeen Quicks for me too.
Skeen Quicks, yeah.
Urkel, Skeen Quicks.
Yeah. Just the normal ones for you. I mean, I mean that's just the kind of like.
So Urkel is kind of what you're.
Yeah. Sven. Okay.
It's
just kind of, I don't know. That's just.
So Josh, Kyle, Urkel, Sven.
Yeah.
Yeah, standard shit. We got French Toast writing in.
Okay. FT. What's up, bro?
He said, "Bonjour, gentlemen."
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Ciao.
What's going on?
I'm currently being held hostage by Waffle and Raspberry.
Oh, what the hell?
Please send help. I don't know how much longer I have. We'll send the authorities.
French Toast, man. Just sit tight.
Sit tight. Because this is not... Waffle's been doing this shit. We had this with Pancake.
Waffle's been doing this, but what is Raspberry doing?
We had this with Crepe, too. That's what I'm saying. He's hanging out with Raspberry again.
What are you doing with Raspberry? That's the real story here, because I know French Toast. You're gonna
you'll be fine. Just
hang up the phone. You're gonna be fine.
Sit tight.
He doesn't harm.
Cops are coming.
He doesn't harm breakfast.
He
foods.
threatens.
Yeah,
and then that was scary the first time when he did it to Donut, and then now it's like nobody.
I think this is what happens when you give a breakfast food that much power.
Yeah.
At such a young in infancy, like he had all this power when he was in a batter form,
because he was in magazines as a batter.
Yeah,
and then that's why he has a face tat, the greatest.
Exactly. And you know what, Danny? You know what sucks about this? He is the greatest.
I know, but that's what this. But
Danny,
where is this going? Straight to his head. And he's hanging with Raspberry, fucking holding French Toast in a small apartment.
I know. I'm just saying. I gotta call it like I see it.
He's your favorite breakfast dish?
God's gift to the plate.
I know.
God's gift to the breakfast plate, man.
And it's like he won't get canceled.
No,
he's just that good.
Because you want, Danny, you want a food like egg to be the
I know.
The cover of the
even
magazine.
Hash Brown's a really good side. He's a really good dude.
Really, but they're not the star. The kids don't want to grow up and be Hash Brown.
So that's where you got to separate. You got to separate what he does on the plate from the food itself.
Yeah,
right?
But it's tough, man. I mean, these young foods are gonna look up to him. They're gonna see what's going on.
But French Toast, just sit tight. We got Rowan. He said, "How you at, fellas? How you at? How you at, man?
How you at, Rowan?
Got a problem. Let some triangles stay in my basement because they were overran by circles in the ongoing shape war. So he's doing a good thing.
Good for you.
Let some triangles stay in the basement.
Good for you.
Let them crash. Thing is, I saw a few circles peering in the windows yesterday, and I think that they know I'm neutral in the war and love all shapes. What should I do? Rousey's into the wind. I think
I don't know what that means.
His name is Rowan, so maybe it's like his nickname, and he's like Into the Wind. Rousey's Into the Wind.
That's awesome.
That's a great sign off.
That's a really nice sign off.
I don't know. It's tough for him. He doesn't want to be in the middle of this shape war, and
yeah, I mean,
he was trying to support some triangles and needed a place to crash.
I'll say this. I mean,
do you let him out into the battlefield?
Yeah, you do, and
Okay.
and I would venture to believe that these triangles pressured him into taking him in.
You think? I don't get that vibe from triangles.
I mean, listen, they're very persuasive.
They are persuasive.
Shapes. I mean,
they are persuasive.
But
I think they mean well. I don't think they're.
I think they mean well.
I don't think they wanted.
Rowan, Rousey, you're in danger.
There's circles peering in your freaking window.
Yeah,
you're
so
in danger.
That's scary. You
probably got to let him go.
You just do, and it's going to be tough, and they're going to fight back. They're going to be like, come on, well, remember all the memories we got? Remember, you're my homie, man.
Yeah. Well, I thought we were doing movie night tonight.
And they're great, man. You could see them when the war is over, but just not now.
But they're respectful shapes, too. I think if you're firm with them and you say no.
I think so, too.
They'll leave.
I think they'll understand.
Yeah. We got my boy Josiah just texting me this. Shout out to Josiah. He actually does our thumbnails.
Yeah, shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe. He
Joe
just texted
has
me.
some sort of...
Joe has what?
I think he somehow, unless you just are sharing the files.
Yeah.
I feel like he hacks in and gets the episode. I think right now somehow he's listening.
You think so?
Because he'll do the thumbnail and I feel like you're not telling him what to put. And
telling him.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Here's and I'll give you an example.
Never mind.
Here's Thursday.
I stand corrected.
Here's Thursday. Sent him. I chop it down to a minute. I said, let's put LeBron and Bronny Fargo TV cover.
Okay.
Yes. So that was just a lack of information. Yeah.
Absolutely stand corrected.
That's okay. That's okay.
And I'm sorry for accusing you of hacking into our systems, Josiah.
It's all good. You just didn't understand.
I didn't understand what was going on.
But shout out to Joe. He does a great job on the thumbnails. He said this, and we're assuming it has to do with the Vandy game because he lives in Nashville.
Yeah.
I put the goalpost in the water. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's going to be on ESPN, all caps, guaranteed.
Okay. Now, that seems like a crime. I would assume that he stole the goalpost from the stadium because they probably...
Yeah. And then what? He put it in water?
And then maybe they threw it in the lake. That's what I think happened. And
okay, so Zach thinks that Josiah committed a crime.
Cops, if you're looking for it, it's Josiah.
Okay, I think that means I don't know what it means.
I mean, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. So
maybe he did. I'm assuming it has something to do with he stormed the field, and he did something. But if you see Joe, if Joe's on ESPN, we'll put the footage up right now. Shout out to Joe. We got Connor here. He said Connor in the house with a cry face, like a sad cry face, though.
I hope all is well, Connor. Hope all is well.
Yeah, it's good. He's still checking in for a question. Like that. Sometimes you got to show how you're feeling, and he's feeling sad. So he said Connor.
And I actually respect that. Sometimes you use emojis, and
it's like
they're improper.
You could be sad and send a smiley.
Yeah.
If you're look at this cry too, right there.
Let's see what we got here. Right on, Connor.
That's how he's feeling.
And I appreciate that. It's a somber question. Let's see.
If you wake up and realize you're the only person on Earth, what's your first move?
I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed off. He said, me personally, I'm going straight for the milk. I think he's just drinking. He just wants to drink some milk. And then he finished off with, I like cheese. So it seems like maybe
he's dairy heavy.
He starts with a glass of dairy.
He just likes lactose, man.
Yeah, so that's how he'll do it. I mean,
that's cool.
That's totally cool.
And that's him. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I would do. I would probably...
You wake up and you're going to be like, fuck, dude.
I'd be like, I would...
Because every day you're like, you check.
Yeah, you check to see if there's other people. And normally there are.
So I'd probably be like, fuck, and then you'd probably just go on your walk.
No, I would just start stealing, but you're not even stealing.
Yeah.
Are you stealing?
You would just drive around, start collecting. Be like,
get an
Xbox, a Wii, a PS5.
Yeah. It would be awesome for like a second, but then it would be like the worst.
And then you'd what? You'd like go into maybe make yourself a McDouble at McDonald's.
I would actually hate.
Oh, it would suck.
Think of how annoying.
There's no reason it would suck because also there's no. What's your like purpose?
As long as there's got to be like if there's like one other person, it could be a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if there's one,
like you're just like
if it was like vibing. You and I, we could make it work.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be like if it was just like if it was just like 100 people, it'd be like kind of cool.
100 people would be cool.
You're just like on vacay forever.
Yeah, it's like if there's nobody, and it's like, say there's nobody and you're on your gym grind for a year and you're in really good shape, but then it's like, why?
Why? Absolutely.
Like, or maybe you make content, you're still posting on Talk, but it's just getting zero. It just goes for zero every time. Would you still make content if it was just us? We'd probably still post pods and shit.
Yeah, just in case people come back.
Yeah, so maybe we just plant pods
2
a week still, you think?
Yeah, because I would just be like, if the breadsticks came back and they were like, "Oh, you're still on episode 70," that's a
so maybe we'd keep doing it the same way, and then like it'd be like 106. They'd be like, "We're just catching up, like just caught up on all the other ones."
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, we would keep posting.
Yeah. What new record?
Big Justice and AJ.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's Danny. Their rookie performance was huge.
Good.
And their sophomore, they followed
no
it up.
Sophomore curse. I would say fucking Rizzler. That guy fucking rapped his ass off.
You know what?
Dude.
He found a pocket. You know what I'm saying?
He found a pocket. I want more lyrically because I know he has more, and that's what you're saying. He has more of a lyrical bag, but he found a pocket, dude.
I think it was
Future-esque.
Very few. There was a lot of Future. A lot of influence. A lot. I heard a lot of Future in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a great record.
You like the record?
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Do you think it has because first record had crazy like replay value. Do you think it has?
I think it has staying power.
You do?
I think it has staying power. Yeah.
Okay. Which record do you think will end up being bigger?
Well, I mean, you can't bring the Boom's a fucking it's a smash hit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough to top that. But Danny, this is good. It's good music.
It's good. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's good music.
It's good. If you like good music, check it out.
No, it's good stuff.
AJ and Big Justice. What's this record called? It's called
Still Bringing It.
It's actually just We Bring the Boom again. It's We Bring the Boom crew version. So
no, I think it's
yeah. We Bring the Boom crew version.
Okay.
October 1.
Oh, so it's just We Bring the Boom and then there's just
they drop We Bring the Boom again.
Okay.
That's cool. I thought there were opportunities for other titles, and they actually did the same album art.
You know what though?
Look at this. We Bring the Boom. Okay, that was July
I know maybe
3rd.
But I think it's a remix of Bring the Boom though.
And
I think
October
maybe
1, We Bring the Boom.
I think they're previewing the other one maybe. Maybe it's not out yet.
But crew version would make sense because that's how. It was a different hook, right?
It was definitely a different hook. That's the OG.
We bring the boom. God, the shit's catchy. That's what we.
It's so hooky.
So were they just teasing?
I think they were teasing a record.
Let me pull up.
They were teasing a record.
Let me pull that shit up. Hold on, AJ.
No, because it was a whole Danny. That was a whole different. It was a whole different song.
Wow, so they're
still bringing it.
Oh, okay, still bringing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been hearing the snippets. Let me.
Yeah. See? It's so fucking
good. Oh my God.
I know.
Is that how it came out?
Yeah.
Who said one hit, wonder what? God, he's fucking coming for next.
Who said one hit, wonder what?
Who said one hit, wonder what? Bring the boom. Yeah, no, another what?
It's cool to hear AJ rapping with a purpose.
I know, because he can make great hip hop records.
Well, you a lot of times
it's like we're excited for Drake's next album.
Exactly, because he has something to rap about.
So you think this is like
AJ's like, no, I'm still here.
So he said, and it might go over people's heads, who said one hit wonder wouldn't still bring the boom or something. So it's a triple entendre for.
And I kind of got lost in the metaphor personally. It's I'm still kind of unpacking.
Would bring the boom.
Boom.
Okay, so I'll have to listen again, but I think he's saying a lot.
It's good. I just wanted to kind of get that out there, and anybody who hasn't listened, it sounds like it's not even out yet, actually.
Yeah, but listen to Bring the Boom.
It's
a good record.
But Bring the Boom's very good.
We got Jeremy here. He said, "If it's no troubles, I have 2 inquiries for you boys." That's cool with me. The first is as follows: how's the weather been treating you guys over the past week or so?
A little bit ominous.
That's great. It feels like you had that teed up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just the Drake bar. That October sky is looking ominous, and it has been looking ominous.
But it's accurate.
It's been looking very ominous around here.
And that's your answer. A little bit ominous around our parts.
Especially at my crib, it's almost spooky would be the word.
Because it's dark?
Well, it's very foggy, but the fog is the fog's hanging out with me.
So ominous and spooky.
And spooky, I would say that's how it's been treating me.
I'll keep ominous and spooky is great.
Yeah.
Not as spooky for me. I think I have a different fog situation.
Yeah.
And then he said, I forgot the second one. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. All good. We got Luigi writing in, and I like Luigi, but you can kind of tell he doesn't listen to the pod. So I think Luigi was writing in trying to just get a question off, but he said start bench cut, start bench cut. And Luigi, we appreciate you showing interest and like
That's
I know
what
you're
Luigi
famous
will do.
and busy.
Yeah.
But it feels a little fake because we've answered that 3 or 4 times.
Well, and I also just feel
and
like
did he text you too? He said I've been loving the pod.
I know, and
But probably listened to 5 minutes. And then he wrote this and he was like, "Oh, this will be a good question that the breadsticks would ask."
I know, and the thing with Luigi is you just got to go based on intention here.
Yeah.
He intended on, I want to reach out to the boys. He doesn't have time to listen to the pod, man. And
No.
It's very clear by that question, Luigi.
It's like a copy and paste question.
It was a copy and paste question. He actually his team might have written that.
Yeah, he might not even. But it is Luigi's account. Look, it's the verified. You see it?
I know it's Luigi. Yeah, it's Luigi's
his
account.
account.
Like, he f***ed with us. I know that.
Yeah.
And we have hung out with him. It's been, it's definitely been a busier year for him. So we haven't really.
We've fallen a bit out of touch, but I mean, every 3-4 months we'll rekindle.
But you don't have to do that. Like that's just a waste of everybody's time.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Who would you start bench cut?
I would start, bench cut and cut bench.
Yeah. See, I would start bench and then I would.
You would start bench.
I would bench cut and then I would cut start.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I guess
we have different answers.
I guess it was an interesting question.
Good question, Luigi. Yeah. Good question.
We got rapid fire questions.
This sounds cool.
From Matthew Vitale.
Let's do it, Matthew.
And we're gonna give these to Danny.
Okay. Or do you want to bounce back and forth? Like you can answer.
I guess favorite color.
Blue.
Any specific blue?
Baby blue.
Baby blue.
Let's answer. Let's both answer. What do you got? Baby blue as well.
Baby blue.
Okay.
Yeah. Favorite? I'm gonna say dark green actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I like green.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's why my phone's green.
You like green?
Because I like it. Yeah.
Zach likes green.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. We're learning.
Nice,
dude.
Dude.
Favorite gummy?
The Sour Patch Man.
Oh, I do the worm. I like the worm a lot.
The gummy worm.
The Haribo
over the
worm.
Sour Patch Man?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, I'm changing my answer to Trolley Gummy Worm.
Fucking really good.
Sour.
Favorite chocolate bar?
It's gonna be the Reese's Fast Break. Because I know ball.
Kit Kat.
Okay. Okay.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie is gonna go to The Prestige.
It's gonna go to The Prestige
that
for me as well.
Rocks.
Or like Ted is really funny.
Ted is a great comedy pick.
Super funny movie.
Great comedy pick.
I want to watch it again. Actually,
I did the other day. It's really funny.
Favorite Drake album?
Her Loss or Views?
Yeah. I mean, I like Views. That's my answer. Views.
Views. Okay.
Favorite animal?
Dog. We have a lot of similar answers here.
Zebra or I just like elephants. Sheer size is very cool to me.
Okay. So you're not going dog?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, if you like the fucking elephant, dude. Like,
okay.
They're huge.
Okay. All right. The elephant.
They're large.
Okay.
They're really large. And that was actually it.
Okay. Good questions,
yeah,
man.
thanks.
I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Nice questions.
Wait. Just give us a breakdown of what
happened.
happened.
Okay. Yeah. So we got Joe on the line. We are in the pod. Just break down. Okay, hey, Joe, slow down. Hey,
slow down, man.
Slow down, Joe. Slow down.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm still on Broadway. I'm turning.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, he's turned. Okay, go ahead.
All right. First off, we win the game. I jump off a freaking 10-foot wall, land on the ground. We bolt straight to the middle. I take a video with Pavia. I get out of there.
Okay.
And then
sounds electric.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
And then we move over to the goalpost, and it's wiggling back and forth. People are climbing on it and stuff, and we thought it wasn't going to get down.
Okay.
Doggone it, we tore it down.
Yeah, clap it up. Woo!
And then we moved it over to the end zone, and we didn't know we were going to pull it out or not.
Yeah.
But then somebody said, "We're taking it to the effing river." So we moved it to the complete opposite side of the. We moved it to the complete opposite side of the stadium. Moved it out
How do you move it out of the stadium?
Break off part of the goalpost to push it out the door of the stadium, and we pushed it out. And then
how many people? Hey, Joe. How many people were carrying that thing?
Oh, it had to have been hundreds. And we took shifts. And we were A shift, B shift, A shift, B shift.
But were they not dude, that's our goalpost.
Yeah, it's
Vanderbilt. We're smart. It's Vandy.
So you didn't get, cops weren't yo, you're breaking the law, guys.
Hey, that's their goalpost, not yours.
We're scratching the top of police cars trying to push it over police cars.
Okay, so you guys were just...
They tried to block us at least 5 times. I have footage. I'll show you.
All right, yeah.
The cops almost stopped us. There was this one dude. He was riding the whole way. He was being the director. He was like showing everybody where to go and telling everybody where to go. He got scared and hopped off like 3/4 of the way through, and the cops were tackling dudes, like straight up tackling them.
I get it. I get where they're coming from. Yeah, I get where they're coming from.
Holy cow! And then I get tracked down on TV. No, I had to go behind a cop. I got around it. Okay, here, let me finish the interview. Okay. So,
all right. What do you got?
Okay.
Send me the video.
We got to the end of Broadway. You know where it is. But,
yeah.
So we had to get it down these like huge steps, and like everybody would just have to jump down and then catch it. Jump down another step and catch it. Like these are big steps. And then we finally got it to the river part, and we pushed it over. And we
so it's just in the river.
So did it drown in the river?
Yes, yeah. This is video. I got video.
So what was like the intention? Just like to throw it in the river?
The intention was to take it to the river make sure that it was never used ever again.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because so I got it.
Hell yeah,
we
man.
Immortalized it.
I love that.
Vanderbilt history.
I love it.
Electric.
I love it. Send me the
history.
Facts.
Send me the video. I'll throw it up here.
I got you.
All right. All right. Peace out.
Peace out, doggy.
Later. That's unbelievable. Broke the law for sure, but I mean,
I do need to see some footage. I feel like I wasn't getting answers. He did sound very turnt.
He was, and that's his own words. He was turnt.
Because I am curious, like, how do you get the goalpost out of the stadium?
Out of the ground. Yeah.
Think about out of the ground. Okay.
Well, yeah, but then aren't cops like, yo, put it down?
I'm saying,
or we're gonna tase you guys.
Well, but there's probably too many people. But I'm saying, like, you can't, like, imagine trying to walk out of like Mile High Stadium with a goalpost
with the uprights.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah. I mean, shout out to Joe. That's crazy. We'll get the video. Here we go. We have the video. Let's just watch it live.
Can't wait to see this.
Let's watch this shit live.
Let me know.
I have way more, but that's the highlight. All right, that's good. Here we go.
Yeah, we just need to see that.
Oh, so he has
He's got the upright.
Okay, there. Here's Joe with the QB. Joe is so funny. Look at this. Here's Joe with the quarterback after they won right here.
Oh,
that's awesome. And then I like how he gets it, and then he goes back to just getting vertical. Just vertical.
Just celebrate.
Vertical. Yeah.
You got his content. And
that's awesome. All right, let's see this. Here we go.
Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, that's actually a great. That is a great piece.
Very good piece of content.
And QB was. He was okay. He was like, let's
He answered the call.
Look.
He said, boom, deuce. There you go.
God, yeah, there's a deuce for your troubles. Yeah. Deuce for your troubles. And here's the content we really wanted to see. All right, it's 20 seconds long.
Come on.
This is as advertised, man.
So it's dark.
They've really got a full upright.
Jacob!
Yeah. So they're holding it.
Yeah.
Into the water.
God. That's unbelievable.
The audio. It looks like Joe had a selfie stick on.
It seems like Joe is just kind of getting swept up into the mania right here.
He is, and
because is he a Vandy fan? I thought he was an Ohio State fan.
I'm not sure.
I thought he was a straight Ohio State fan. I may be just making.
But you, of anybody, you get this. This will be you too.
Oh, I would 100% get in on that.
I love Vandy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. We're vandalizing stuff. I'm there.
Yeah, and you love it. Yeah.
Because we're all doing it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what really the people are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was. I wasn't there for this, but we could ask Will about this. There was just for no reason, like a couple years ago, people just started like flipping cars in Boulder and just like.
And that's just what you do.
And
what, you just go to cars and flip them?
No, it was like for no reason.
Like
one day in Boulder, there was just like a riot. It was on like national news.
Did Will hop in?
I don't think he did, but like
I'd be pissed if I went out, like they just you go up to cars and flip them
like
over.
It was just like it was like everybody realized they have free will and they just started
because
like,
if everybody does it, you do have free will.
I know.
That's a scary fucking place to be in. Yeah.
Like we just do whatever we want.
That's how I would always, whenever there's riots, I'm like, yo, this is just gonna keep going, and they're just we're just gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, Joe. This one comes from Saif Hussein.
What's up, Saif?
Saif.
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 Yeah.
Saif.
Cool name, man.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope Bukayo Saka's doing good today. I do too. Love that guy. I'd like to just say, can we address the elephant in the room? He's actually got some business plans he'd like to discuss with you. Yeah, I mean, I've always been down to talk to the elephant. I'm all ears with the elephant. I just think the elephant is a bit of a martyr. I think the elephant is always kind of like, why me? Oh, they're not giving me time. We're giving you. Listen, we give you. We'll hop on a Zoom call.
We'll give you. We'll give you a 30-minute call.
I think right now.
What's the actual business plan?
Exactly.
We get to that point. You're so busy whining. What is the plan?
And it's also like wrong place, wrong time. Like we're doing the podcast right now. You don't.
100%.
This isn't the place to meet up and talk business. Like we don't.
Did you
have
see?
Time. Why is there an elephant in the room right now?
You shouldn't be in the room. We're filming a podcast.
We're busy.
And that's And then he's like, "Oh, you guys like never want to address the elephant." We do, bro.
I want to address
plan?
it. We'll get a coffee or something.
I think he wants to start like a caffeine gum.
Yeah, that's
what it is.
I think that's a good.
It's neat.
Yeah, I think
it's gum. It's a neat idea.
It sounds like it has legs.
It does.
I don't know.
It does. I mean, we will do a meeting.
Yeah.
Just email us. Like, what are you doing this through?
Saif
and he probably was like, "Yo, send this."
Well, no, he was probably talking shit, being like, "Oh, they don't want to address me once again. I'm standing in the room, and they're just ignoring me."
We're saying on camera, we'll address you, just not on the podcast when you're sitting there.
Yeah, it's just not the place to do it.
Yeah. But what? That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Happy
Episode
70.
70. Love you guys.